Welcome to a very depressing CK podcast. I'm your host, Leo Biaz, and that's right. I got this crazy ass hair because this is how the Kings make me feel, yo. Like a crazy man, like a Walmart version of Trey Young. Yeah, I said it. They lose by 49 points tonight, Javi. We got Ty and his boy Derek talking NFL draft today. This is really going to be about 5 minutes Kings because there ain't nothing good to talk about them. And then the rest is going to be 49ers and the Raiders and the Giants of New York. That's right. Not the SF Giants, but the New York Giants. First and foremost, Javi, how you doing, brother?
Feel like I had two losses today, with the Sacramento Kings losing by 49 points. Felt like I was watching a scrimmage. And then with the Niners, I had some inside information. Feeling like Adam Schefter for the worst. So
Okay.
it's a double whammy today.
Double whammy. Ty, Derek, how you doing, y'all?
I mean, shit. We lost by 50, man. There ain't nothing. Man, we be losing, man. All my homies, they be having different teams. You know, we got Suns fans, we got a Knicks fan here, and we just lose and lose and lose. And I swear, man, I be trying.
The Knicks are winning, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, back at it today. You know, we had the win streak going. We had, I want to say it's 9 games, right?
That's
we got
crazy.
The Suns. That was too bad, but we're back at it today with the Bulls. Got a dub. We gonna be ready for the postseason.
You remember when I made that prediction for that Julius Randle proposition that I want everyone to really consider? I look at this man, Julius Randle is a stupid boy for the New York Knicks, man. This man hits nothing but buckets. Nothing but buckets, man. He's the best player outside of anybody on the Nets in the state of New York, which isn't saying a lot. I'm still saying he's an all-star.
Big facts. That's what happens when you get a compatible coach like Tom Thibodeau. So, hey, hopefully the Kings can do something right this offseason, and that's going to be the biggest thing. Who will they hire as their next head coach? Will it be Kenny Atkinson, former Net? I don't know, man. But when you look at a guy like tonight's guy, and you can make an argument that he's a top 2 coach, even the best coach in the game in Snyder. My God, even without his 2 perimeter players, arguably his 2 stars, right, in Mike Conley and Donovan Mitchell, they ran the Kings. Even without those 2 who love to drive and kick. I was like, well, who's going to initiate the offense for them? It didn't matter because, Bojan is out there killing. Clarkson's out there killing. They're making Rudy Gobert look like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. It was ugly tonight, but if there was any positives in the 50-point loss, if any, Javi, what would you say they were?
I would say when the fourth quarter struck triple zeros.
Facts.
Real for me. Ooh.
Also, like I said, Julius Randle being somebody that is for sure an all-star in the state of New York, as well as obviously in the Eastern Conference because of how well he's played, and he's just brought such a great presence to New York. I feel like the Sacramento Kings have brought a great sense of encouragement to the tanking community because they're going to have a good pick come June. That's what I do know now. The way they played, what else? Justin James had a career high, I think probably 16 points in 17 minutes. I've never seen Justin James score more than 5. This man, 16 points. Ramsey had 7 points in 6 minutes. I was like, okay, this man Ramsey got some buckets in him. I didn't even know he could score a point. Mo Harkless went 0 for tonight. I don't know. Other than the game ended, and I'm looking at the record like, okay, they're 12 under, and the tanking community is like, yes,
Facts.
We're gonna get that top 5 pick. What's up? That I'm just not really looking into anything that happened that was good. I think they really listed they can finish like 6, 7.
How you feeling, Ty?
You know what? It's another day for De'Aaron Fox to rest. I need my boy just chilling. That's all I'm saying. It's another day gone. And I'm just saying, man, I've been on my phone checking out these NBA mock drafts, seeing who the Kings going to select. Because, man, we got our backcourt solidified. But, shit, I don't even know what to say.
Fade for Cade or what?
Hey man, if we can, shoot, we gonna need a jump though. Shoot, I told you, these half-ass pushes for the playoffs, man. I don't know. I don't know if Vucevic was the answer, but we needed another All-Star caliber type player, and Terrence Davis and
Do you
freaking
think
Devon.
Vooch would have got this team over the top?
Well, looking back at it in retrospect, Rashawn Holmes was hurt, so maybe he
Yeah.
could have filled in right there. You know what I mean? But I mean, I'd rather take chances on that than what we've been doing now. You can't get worse than what 8, 9 game losing streak.
Javi, would Vooch have gotten them over the top?
No.
No.
Levine or Beal.
I was waiting for him to say Beal.
Yeah, me too. Oh my gosh. Okay, so not much to talk about tonight for the Kings, losing by 49 points. Honestly, it was just a disaster of a game. I ain't even gonna lie to you guys. As soon as it hit halftime, it was 8:30. About 8:40, I said, you know what? I'm gonna catch these last 30 minutes at Sports Court Fitness, super close to my house. I'm gonna get some work in, get some shots up, get some weights up, and that's what I did, y'all. So I apologize for, streaming the show super late. I have to be in San Diego tomorrow, and I have to wake up early, but this is what we do. We're excited about the NFL draft. I'm excited to have Derek drop some knowledge as well. And we're going to focus on the 49ers mainly, a little bit on the Raiders, but 49ers moved up to the number 3 pick. They need a quarterback, and their head coach, who has had 1 winning season out of 4. So he's had 3 out of 4 losing seasons. That's right. And a lot of Niner fans want to defend this man. This dude is reportedly, he is in love with Mac Jones from Alabama. I don't know why, but maybe Javi can better explain this than anybody else. But if I were them, I'd go Trey Lance. And I want to hear Javi Stotts, who is a 49er fan, by the way.
Well, being a 4-year college football player, 4-year high school football player, and now a 4th-year coach, you look at things in a practical sense when it comes to football. And from my intel, the pick's already been made, and it's nothing that's shock to
Javi Bum! Javi Bum!
Javi Bum!
With the 2021 first-round pick, 3rd overall, San Francisco 49ers will select quarterback out of University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Yeah,
and
yuck.
This is what I call means to an end because I predict by the end of the 2022 NFL season, Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch alike, if they select Mac Jones, will no longer be part of the organization in San Francisco because it's one thing to miss on Deshaun Watson and Patrick Mahomes for Solomon Thomas in 2017, okay. But when you have the likes of trading 3 first-round picks for a 9-spot jump, as well as a 3rd-round pick they got and that compensatory pick they got for having Robert Saleh take the New York Jets head coaching job, you think you want to get a transcendent talent, a generational player that's going to shift the franchise pendulum from having a game that essentially offensively is played 10 on 11 because in any offensive schematic play design you have installed, their offensive concept really doesn't involve a quarterback action to where he can be a player that can take off and move with his feet and make it truly 11 on 11 at any given time because quarterbacks in retrospect, looking back in the past, have always been, a guy that's a statuesque type player. But now in the modern day game, from the Josh Allens to Deshaun Watsons to Patrick Mahomes to Lamar Jacksons, they make the game a true 11 on 11 contest. And that's where the game is trending. Russell Wilson, etc. These quarterbacks have learned to show that they're looking at a game that they can make plays outside the pocket, inside the pocket, but making plays most importantly with their feet. And I thought Kyle Shanahan had learned from the Super Bowl loss, from the Kyler Murrays running around him, from the Russell Wilsons to Lamar Jacksons to Josh Allen just torched the Niners on Monday night earlier this year.
Yep.
That, hey, I might move up 9 selections, but I'm going to take and give up 3 first-round picks rather to go make this play to go get the 2-time Conference Player of the Year in Ohio State's quarterback, Justin Fields, who has done everything to show by the way he performed against Clemson and the way he performed in his 2-3 years at Ohio State after leaving the University of Georgia, or even the highly sought after but widely questioned Trey Lance because of the school he went to at North Dakota State University. But 28 touchdowns, no picks, undefeated as a starter, 6'4", 225.
Take the man. Take that man.
225-pound phenom, but instead you're going to take the 6'1", 6'2", 245. Looks like
Jimmy Garoppolo 2.0.
Winner. The winner.
Looking like he has not lifted a weight in his entire life with the best offensive line, the second, if not the best, wide receiving core that has the Heisman Trophy winner on his team in Devontae Smith, and he has the Bay Boy running back Najee Harris from the Antioch, California, and I met him playing 2 years at Los Menages Junior College in Pittsburgh when he was 16, and this kid was as big as our guys in my junior college team those 2 years, and they were in their early 20s, late teens. He was 16, top 5 running back in the NCAA, and somehow you equate that as the guy you're going to – Mac Jones was a second-round talent in this grade projection come December, and you're going to take him third overall. That leads a means to an end, because when Trey Lance and Justin Fields go nuts and absolutely bananas with their teams, and Jay York should look over to Shanahan saying, "You fooled me once by not taking Deshaun or Patrick Mahomes, and I let it go. But you took 3 first-round picks to go up 9 spots to pass on both of them? Both? Nah, dog. It's a no for me." So, and on top of that, they're talking about they're going to dish off Garoppolo to have Mac Jones start from day one if they do draft Mac Jones. Name one year that a rookie quarterback has even led a team to just a Super Bowl appearance. We're not talking about winning the Super Bowl, because there's never been – I know the answer to that. There's never been one quarterback to ever lead their team to a Super Bowl as a rookie in NFL history, in the modern era or for the history of the NFL entirely. And the only thing that's ever been done is that Ben Roethlisberger led his team to an AFC Championship game his rookie year, but that was in 2003. So
What?
I don't know what Kyle Shanahan.
How does that matter, though? He's a rookie.
Talk to him, Derek. Talk to him, Derek.
If you get Trey Lance in the first round, he's not bringing you to the Super Bowl either.
Uh-oh.
So what's the question here?
Talk to him, Derek.
All right. Hey, you get.
You know what? You know the difference.
You got your guy, Mac Jones. It doesn't matter. All right. Hey, I said the same. No, I'm not even gonna bring that. I'm not gonna bring Danny Dimes into this. Hey, but you got your
He's
guy.
garbage.
You get
Garbage.
Careful now.
Flash.
You got your guy, you go get him. All right, I don't care how many you got to get up. All right, if there's even a slight chance he's not making it to you at 11, that's your guy. You got to get up there. All right, and they got him, and he's a winner. You guys were just in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. All right, you guys got a set crew. All right, you got some big old dogs up front of the line. You got some, hell yeah. You got the best tackle in football. You got some dogs in the backfield carrying the rock. You got some good receivers and a stellar defense. All right, all you need is someone to plug in. Yeah, I agree. The game is trending absolutely to this, like fast run. Hey, who won the Super Bowl this year? How many times do you see Tom Brady run the read option this year?
Oh.
You guys are in a position
Avi is in silence.
Right now, and you guys got a winner. All right, these other guys, Trey Lance, he's gonna develop, right? All right, you guys don't got time to develop because you guys got a winning squad right now. All right, and Justin Fields, I don't even want to get on that. I've seen some of his interviews. That guy's got some character issues. You don't want to bring that in there. You need someone who's.
But Mac Jones, Derek,
DUI.
Mac Jones got a DUI and he got caught at a bar, I think, recently.
Exactly.
That's the shirt off, talking about 100 million. He looks like he weighs about 100,000 pounds.
Ooh. Can he still throw the rock?
I don't know if the fans out there seen. Hold on. I don't know if the fans out there seen my face. You said to me that what does Trey Lance do for the championship 49ers? Listen, brother, I respect your opinion, but you sound like a real Giants fan. You sound like a real Giants fan. It's not about Trey Lance doing something for the 49ers this year. It's that you don't take Jimmy Garoppolo and send him away when we say, all right, this is how we play. This is how we have wins in all courts. We give the Niners roster what they want. We're going to run it back with Garoppolo. Say, Garoppolo, it's your job to lose. If you get hurt, all right, no shame. And in the 2021 season, you're released. We're going to start the young guy next year. We don't look bad as an organization. If you play bad, X at the price for Trey Lance or Justin Fields. They get to stay behind Garoppolo. You show us and show the other 31 other teams why you're fit to be a starter past this season, and you help us with trade value to trade you in the offseason, or whether we have to release you or not, you still audition for other teams to show I'm a more than capable starter in this league to be a starter going forward in the future, because we know in a year's time, one calendar year, we're going to be going with that young quarterback that we drafted. That team is capable of going to the Super Bowl with Garoppolo, who already has done it. Number two, to say Trey Lance what he can do for the team, because the overall ceiling of Trey Lance is here and Mac Jones is right here. That's the difference. Number three, you're saying, oh, well, they got Tom Brady with his Super Bowl.
Oh, okay. Hey, let me hear it.
He's an anomaly. He was drafted in 1998, and there's only one, and there's only going to be one. And I'm talking to one, and I mean only one Tom Brady of all time. There'll never be another Tom Brady. And don't say, well, they got Tom Brady. Mac Jones ain't no Tom Brady. There's only one Tom Brady.
Also a pocket passer, beat him twice.
Eli.
Right? But hey, but Mac Jones, he's gonna fill it. Hey, you need a guy who's gonna motivate the team. Hey, you guys were talking about the DUIs and stuff. Hey, see what they asked Devontae Smith and Jalen Waddle about Tua and Mac Jones. What they said in a heartbeat, they said they'll ride with Mac Jones. That's what you need.
Over Tua?
Ohio State for Justin Fields and the teammates from North Dakota State for Trey Lance wouldn't say the same thing. Come on, brother. Number three.
We're gonna ask those guys in what Division 4 football? I mean, shoot. I'll go out there and throw a couple touchdowns.
This could be talked about. It doesn't mean right. Justin Fields plays for the Ohio State University, also Division 1, and they were in the NCAA college playoff guy. And then North Dakota State's in Division 1 AA. Okay, whatever. If that's Division 4 to you, then we're not learning how to count. Either way,
now Carson Wentz is so sick.
Carson Wentz is
exactly. A few years ago, North Dakota State, all this kind of stuff. How did he do this year? How he got beat out by
the league that year?
Huh? Yeah, and what did he do the next year? Throw 30 interceptions.
Ooh. And is he starting for the Colts? He's one of the best teams in the AFC.
Hey, Javi, you hear they called Andrew Luck before they signed that boy Carson Wentz. They said, Andrew, we need you back in the cuts, man.
I mean, it sounds funny, but we all know the reality. None of that's true. But at the end of the day, he's still the starter. And you look at things in like I said, in a rational sense. Number 4, which is most important, is you're saying that they need to have a sense of Mac Jones's leadership ability. Name one. Name one good quarterback that came from the University of Alabama. Name one. Just one. Give me one. One good quarterback.
What does that do to leader in terms of coming from?
Because you're saying Mac Jones is name one
quarterback who came from North Dakota State University.
Carson Wentz.
What are you talking about? He couldn't succeed in the NFC East. I'm a Giants fan. He couldn't succeed in the NFC East. That's the trash.
The Giants, so that's not true. The Eagles are better than the Giants this season. That's a fact.
Oh,
this year?
Record-wise, they were.
No, that's inaccurate.
No, I'm saying Carson Wentz's record overall as a starter against the Giants this year and every year since he's been a starter has been better than any quarterback that played against Carson Wentz. That's untrue. Carson Wentz has dominated the Giants in his 4 years in Philadelphia. That's a fact. Factual.
I don't think that's a fact.
No, we can go look.
I gotta look back right now.
No, but I know. So go look. Go.
For his first year, he threw interception right to Landon Collins. I remember that.
Yeah, but how many times he lost to the Giants? In 4 years, they played what? 5 or they played probably 10. Oh, excuse me, 17, 18, 19, 20. They played 8 times. I guarantee he's 6-2 at worst against the Giants. 6-2. Look that up.
I don't know.
Look that. And he was the MVP his rookie year. My bad. He's been 5 years. He's played the Giants 10 times. I guarantee he's 7-3. 7-3
All right. Well, in the meantime, while my boy DK's looking this up, let me give y'all the
Mac Jones apologist over here.
Hey, Hey, let me get my record straight. I'm not saying either of those guys are trash. I'm just saying, hey, you guys got that. You guys got a guy in Mac Jones. I think it was a good choice trading up for him, and I think people are going to be surprised this year. Okay. I think he's going to be
they're going to be surprised when John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan are fired after the end of next season.
Hey.
All right, so who are the Giants taking before we move on to the Raiders?
Yeah, go ahead. What you got for
Okay.
DK?
All right,
Where
stay
you
with
at 10?
He's got
11. We got 11.
He's got a good analysis. Hear him out.
All right. So we did, I'm sure you guys saw a lot of the moves we made this offseason. We got Kenny G up in there. So we got a new addition in the wide receiver core. But
They got that
I'm
boy
still,
He's all right.
Yeah.
He's overpaid.
Bradbury.
Yeah. Our defense is stacked. Okay. So on the board, I'm thinking we ride with either of the receivers, Jalen Waddle or Devontae Smith, to fall to us. Okay. I love the talent there. I mean, you really can't add enough. I mean, let's talk about adding Jalen Waddle. He adds that Tyreek Hill. All right. Jalen Waddle's a big body. He's making physical catches on people. All right. He's getting big. Okay. But at 11, the Giants have a ton of options. Okay. I mean, it's best case scenario, send Penei Sewell, follows them, you run to the podium. That's not happening. But other than that, I mean, I'd personally prefer if we trade back a little bit. I like Jalen Phillips. I know his injury history, but I love Jalen Phillips. Okay, trade back with someone, maybe the Patriots, the Raiders, something like that, and still pick up a good edge rusher. But I think there's a good chance. I mean, I saw the report the Dolphins are liking Jalen Waddle. That's their guy or something. I think that's kind of a smoke screen. So we'll see. We'll see about that. But I'm thinking if Devontae Smith falls to us, we take him. All right, we add just another weapon around Daniel Jones, and we decide this year if he's our guy, which I pray and I think he is. Then we keep riding with him and maybe maybe make to the postseason, get a little farther this year than anything we have done in the past. In that year, a couple years ago with that boat pick with the Odell. But yeah.
Yeah. So, PNR Prod says Fields over Jones. I'm Walking says Fields or Trey. Isaac Perez says name one good quarterback that came out of Ohio State to the NFL. Laughing my ass off.
Well, hold on. If you want to be real specific, whoever commented that, Justin Fields came from the University of Georgia. Okay, he's not a Ohio State commit. He's a transfer to the Ohio State University because of Jake Fromm, who's canned, and they weren't trying to give Justin Fields no love. He goes straight to Ohio State University. So don't make it. They want a Ohio State quarterback. He's from the University of Georgia. He's from the state of Georgia. He just went to Ohio State because they were playing him. He's like, hey, I ain't trying to get played here. I'm trying to actually ball because I have talent. And he's shown that. He was the 2-time Conference Player of the Year at the Ohio State University. So don't sit there and say, boy, he's not that good. No. Know your facts, bro. He came from University of Georgia. And secondly, Ty's friend, I forgot your name. My bad. Derek, right?
Yeah.
Hey, you're talking about Jalen Waddle. You're talking about Devontae Smith. The game, brother, and I play slot receiver, and I'm still telling you this. The game is won in the trenches. So I don't care how many wide receivers you have. If you guys don't get off the line to block for Jones, or you're not getting capable pass rush, which you have neither of. I mean, I think you guys let go your left tackle that you guys got from Cleveland. You guys aren't going to win a whole lot regardless. So stop worrying about – they should stop their pursuit of interior linemen and players that play in the trenches. And
Javi's out here dropping knowledge. Okay, Javi.
Receivers, because you guys – don't need. I don't care how good Devontae Smith or Waddle is. I mean, Holiday is enough. And you guys already have the other receiver, number 86, Slayton. You guys let go of Tate, Slayton, and Galladay rather, and you have Shepard in the slot. You have okay tight end. You got Gallman came to us. I don't know why I let Gallman. Whatever. Who's your other running back you guys have now? I don't even know your feature back. Dion Lewis. I don't even know. In a day. Y'all shouldn't be worried about no receiver. Y'all need to be worried about interior lineman, a tackle, or a defensive pass rusher because you guys have not a lot of any of those. But that's just what my expertise tells me. Yeah. But the Giants are the Giants for a reason. And like my man Jarvis told me, the past has been like it is, and that's the way it has been for whatever reason. But if I'm here, it ain't gonna live here no more. Until that mentality is shown in New York, y'all gonna be the Giants that play football.
Javi.
It's the same Giants that beat y'all.
Yeah. I was about to say that.
Oh, we're talking about from 10 years ago? Okay. All right. 2011?
Let's stay on the draft, okay? Let's stay on the draft.
No, real quick.
We all know the history there. Okay.
2011, we beat you in the championship game. Yeah. Goodness, I was
All
a young
right.
kid. I was 18 when that happened. This man talking about 2011.
Hey, but to be fair, the Giants have won 2 Super Bowls, and the Raiders and the Niners haven't won squat in a very long
That's the one.
time. In a very long time.
I mean, touche, man. The last time I won Super Bowl,
Yeah,
I
but
was
it's
18.
nice
How old were you? 8?
94.
How old are you 20 years
Last
old,
time.
Derek? How old are you?
Yeah.
How old are you, Derek?
19.
Yeah, you were 9. Okay, last time they won Super Bowl. Okay, you were 9. I was 18.
Yeah,
That's
I was
how.
old enough to remember that. Huh? Maybe. Hey, your
All
memory
right.
might be fading. All right, because I mean, obviously you're talking about the Giants this, Giants that. Let me talk in that voice too. This is you. Yeah, the Niners. We've been so good for so long. All this kind of stuff. Nah, get your facts straight. Hey, you were old enough. Hey, how old are you?
I was 18.
Oh, you were old enough to remember. Dang. All right.
Damn.
Write that down.
I hear you. I mean, it sounds cute what you're saying. You're mocking, all that. That sounds funny. But at the end of the day, the Giants are what the Giants are, and that's a joke. So I feel you. But at the end of the day, got to check the standards, brother. I respect 2 things on the Giants. I respect the owner, and I only respect one thing, just the ownership. That's it. But other than that, you guys are looking at Daniel Jones. Oh, now I know. Wait. Now I know why you like Mac Jones. Because it's your quarterback. Now I understand. Daniel Jones is not to Mac Jones. Now I understand. Okay, now it makes more sense. Mac Jones has a relation to Daniel Jones. And 2 bad quarterbacks in New York is like, one good quarterback in reality. So, I think you guys just see the light now. Mac Jones and Daniel Jones have similar game set or game skill for sure, man. Their games are similar, bro. Daniel Jones is not that good. Huh?
That's inaccurate.
Daniel Jones is a quarterback?
He pulled a option on every single game this year. Every single game. Hey, that Eagles game, he didn't quite make it, but the other games, all right, he was
How many
cruising.
turnovers did he have this year?
Huh?
That shows a lot of lack of skill, if anything. How many turnovers have he had this year? How many turnovers, fumbles, interceptions he throw? I know he was, if not like second in the conference, I know he was top 5 in the league with quarterback turnover ratio for the worst. He had a lot of very turnover-friendly quarterback.
He was injured, all right? He didn't have a single
turnover, not
to
his
throw the ball to. Daniel Jones has not played one single snap with his entire squad. He hasn't played with Saquon.
That's the NFL, though, bro.
Ingram.
Wait, my bad. I forgot. I'd be forgetting about Saquon because he always hurt. My bad. You guys do have Saquon. Yeah, he's nice. But he's always hurt, though.
Hey, Boom Roast, a good one. All right.
No, Saquon is nice. He's just always hurt, though.
We'll see. The Giants just picked up his 5th-year option today, which was a little surprising to me, but.
You think you got to pay him $7 million? That's not a surprise. I mean, he's Saquon. I mean, for what you invested in him, 2nd overall, you got to at least see what he does his 5th year. I mean, he's still nice. He just, your offensive line is horrible, so that's why he gets hurt. So.
Yeah, no, I agree. No, that's why the Giants are just kind of in a position Dave Gettleman, bless that guy's heart. I don't know what his deal is. He believes in the line, and we got a young line last year. They were all rookies, except for Zeiler, who just went back, or that's the Cleveland guy you referred to earlier. But other than that, I mean, I'd be down for Sean Slater. I would. I mean, he's an animal, but he's a guard to start off.
If I were you, I got to straight up with Atlanta and get Penei Sewell out of University of Oregon.
That'd be pretty solid.
What would we do? I guess, but we got Matt Pert and then Andrew Thomas had left, so we'll see.
All right,
Yeah,
so that's a great
guard.
transition, though. That's a great transition to the Raiders and what they're going to do, which I think they're drafting Vera Tucker from USC. I think he's going to be a Pro Bowl guard after all the offensive line that the Raiders traded this offseason. They need some help in that area, and I think he's the right guy. He played some tackle about the last 6 games for USC, and it just makes sense. All the experts say that he's a safe pick, and right now the Raiders need a safe pick. So that's what here comes the first call. Isaac. All right, give us a second, Isaac. To the right. Guest 1. Okay. Hold up. Isaac, guest.
Raiders need some defense. That's what they need.
Can you hear us, Isaac?
Yes, sir. What's up with y'all?
What's up, brother? How are you?
Man, good. Just ready for the draft tomorrow. But thank God we're not talking about the Kings tonight because it's been like this the whole year, except I've never seen a 50-point blowout.
I can't hear him.
Facts. And you got that Niner hat on. Okay, I see you.
Yeah. Hey, he's
I
lagging on
can't
my
hear
end
him.
or no?
I can't hear him either.
No? Can't hear him?
Oh no.
Well, that's funny.
No, you can hear me. You can hear me though, Leo, right?
Yeah, I can. Go ahead.
Okay, so we're both good then.
Okay, go ahead.
Can they hear me?
Can you guys hear him or no?
Nah,
No.
he'll be just talking to you, I guess.
Huh. That's weird. Let me see. Talk now?
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up?
I'm good. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. No, I'm just glad we're not talking about the Kings tonight. But nah, as far as tomorrow, man, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of controversy. I mean, controversy about the Niners, about who they're gonna get, who they're gonna pick. I mean, to me, the way I look at it is, I mean, with Kyle Shanahan, we've seen his good play calls over the years, even in Atlanta with Matt Ryan, and bringing that system into San Francisco. So, in my opinion, I mean, whatever quarterback that he feels like is good for the system and good for him, that he traded up the 3 first-round picks to go up. I feel like I have all the confidence in the world in that, because if you're going to have your defense coming back, you re-signed a lot of players in the offseason. I mean, I believe Mac Jones, yes, he's not the sexiest quarterback, the most athletic quarterback, but I still believe in, how he plays with the football in terms of releasing and then decision making. He's probably not going to use his legs to escape, but I mean, if you have a good offensive line, which I hope the Niners do improve in this draft, because Mike McGlinchey was shitty last year. I mean, was
Right.
bad last year on the right tackle position because he was getting mauled by the right side of the line. So, I mean, yeah, Trey Lance, I would love Trey Lance too, because I mean, he brings a different dynamic. My only question to that is he has very little experience just because of the whole COVID situation. He sat out a year or whatever the case may be. I didn't really look into it, but compared to the other quarterbacks that played at Ohio State, and then seeing Mac Jones play, you're going to go with the more tape, in college. You're going to see more of the experience type. Yeah, he had all these weapons. He had a good offensive line to back him up. But I feel like, okay, what does the tape tell you? These coaches do a lot of scouting, a lot of interviews, more than we do. They see the videos, they see the behind the scenes. They know what they see when they scout a player. So you don't just trade the house to go up number 3 to just to draft a quarterback that they want. Yeah, of course. Draft the quarterback that you want. Draft the quarterback that you feel is going to make you successful. So that's just, as a Niner fan, I'm confident in that. And I know a lot of Niner fans don't like that, cliche answer, but that's just the way I'm going about it for tomorrow.
So you're just that confident that your head coach, who has had 3 out of 4 losing seasons, you're
Okay.
confident that he's going to take that right decision in drafting Mac Jones? Because at the end of the day, Javi says that they're going to draft Mac Jones.
True. Counting last year, yeah, we were decimated with injuries. That's one losing season. I mean, you can't blame, injuries happen in football, but with the Niners last year, they had a lot of injuries. The year before the Super Bowl, Jimmy Garoppolo was out the whole year in the Kansas City game. He got hit in the sidelines, and the year was pretty much over because we were watching with whatever backup quarterback was C.J. Beathard, and it was just a crap show after that. So, do you count that as a losing season?
Yeah,
Because you're
because that landed you
it is a losing
Bosa.
season. Yeah, it is. But I mean, it's with the quarterback position being so valuable, you see what Jimmy can do when he's healthy. But when you're not healthy and you're not available, that,
But
that
do you
that's
make the
why.
Super Bowl without Bosa, though? Probably
Oh
not.
man, probably not. Yeah, probably not.
So
But
that
Bosa
was,
was on.
it's
Yeah,
like give or
Bosa
take,
wasn't on the
right?
team 2 years ago, but he was on the team last year, and that played a whole part into it. So I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, what do you guys think about my assessment?
I don't think they can hear you,
Yeah. Okay.
but I don't know why. I'll figure it out on the next show.
Okay.
Um, but I mean, yeah, you're spot on. If you're dead set on this coach making the right decision, then you go for it, right? But at the end of the day, who do you think has the final say? And for example, say your coach wants one guy, Mac Jones, and then your
Mhm.
scouting department and your GM wants Trey. Does Jed York make the final decision, or does he give his GM the final say?
If you're Jed York, you're the owner, and you let the football guys make the football decisions, just like
Okay.
how we just like how we view the Kings with Vivek
Right.
Ranadive leaving the basketball people to the basketball people. So, and yeah, it is Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch, but I feel like they have a nucleus together that it's very unique. Even in the losing seasons, you see how hard their teams play. So I feel like with their nucleus, with them together, they, put up everything together. They put everything up on the wall to see what they need, and they come up with the conclusion. And I feel like the final say is with Kyle Shanahan and his offense. And I think John Lynch rolls with it.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your call, brother. Thank you as always, and I'll figure this out soon.
Yes, sir. Hey, and how many teams are in the Western and Eastern Conference in the NBA, bro?
Oh man, 15 each, bro. I'm stupid. I just had like the weirdest blank moment of my life. I think that show, bro.
You're like 10? You're like
I was
10 teams on each conference. I'm like, what, bro?
No, look. That just shows how bad I was at taking tests in college, bro. I literally don't know how I passed college.
It's all good, dude. It's all good. All right, man.
All right, brother. Appreciate you. Yep.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Y'all are back. I don't know why you guys couldn't hear what he was saying. It sounded pretty good on my side, but pretty smart Niner fan. Essentially, a recap is you have to put the faith in your head coach, he says, and if he wants Mac Jones, then that's the guy.
I don't have faith in Kyle Shanahan, period, because in the day, the 49ers have finished in the bottom 10, 3 of the 4 years offensively points scored a game in his 4 years in San Francisco. Number 2, Kyle Shanahan's never won a Super Bowl anytime he's been a coach at any given level. Number 3, name one quarterback the San Francisco 49ers have ever developed in his 4 years to be even close to a Pro Bowl caliber player, whether he drafted that quarterback, which he's drafted one, or did Jimmy Garoppolo ever come close to being a Pro Bowl player that under Kyle Shanahan's tutelage? No. Number 4, talking about have faith in Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan is 29-35 as a head coach. Quarterback whisperer? I think not. Some guru as a coach? No. Talent evaluator, some expert? Definitely not. Only thing he's good at is offensive play schematic, or anything he's good at in regards to his expertise is his offensive schematic play design for the plays that he installs conceptually with his scheme that he actually runs in San Francisco. Outside of that,
so he's a good offensive coordinator.
He's
He's a good,
the best, if not second best offensive coordinator in the league, and that's it.
Okay. So Ty, you've been pretty quiet all night. Your thoughts on Mac Jones potentially being the Niner tomorrow?
All right, let me give you all the tie breakdown. Okay. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of quarterbacks that's going to be taken early tomorrow. Trevor Lawrence is the only one for me that's like that outstandish, and I think that he's already set, and I think that regardless of what he said in the Sports Illustrated article, I think that he's like the next big thing. Secondly, I'm with Javi on this one. I would love to see a guy like Trey Lance in a 49ers jersey, just because I feel like, when it really comes down to it, I feel like the team with the best quarterback always wins the Super Bowl, you know what I mean? And I want a guy that's going to be able to make plays out of the pocket and, basically kind of like Russell Wilson or Kyler Murray, right? When they're scrambling around the pocket and they're not going to be able to find anybody, they got to be able to make a play and be that guy. I think a really interesting point is the fact that Zach Wilson's already a lock at 2. Don't get me wrong. I think he has like crazy arm talent, but essentially he plays similar to Brett Favre in terms of like, he's more of like an escape artist, you know what I mean? And my reservations for him, I don't know, we were talking about Eli earlier. He might need to pull, a Chargers and be like, yo, I'm not going to that organization because they don't know what the hell's going on the Jets, and I would not want to go to the Jets either. But at the end of the day, I know what a lot of people are saying is that Kyle Shanahan sees Mac Jones as basically Matt Ryan 2.0, and I see him more as like a Kirk Cousins type player. I don't really see him having that high of a ceiling, in my opinion. Yeah, but at the end of the day, I think Derek made a good point.
Is Zach Wilson better than Mac Jones?
Yeah, for sure. I think he is, but it might not seem as close. It might not seem as big of a difference when he's on the Jets, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like if Zach Wilson was put in a much better situation, then it would be. But at the end of the day, right, like you look at the rest of the division, and then the freaking Rams got all stacked up with Matt Stafford and everybody. The Seahawks look like they were able to figure everything out with Russell Wilson, and goddamn, the Cardinals look like they could be a potential Super Bowl contender.
Okay,
so it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be difficult on the Niners, but I think that at the end of the day, when you get the opportunity to draft a guy like Trey Lance, right? Even though we have a small sample size, I'm more so into drafting somebody that based on like the raw talent, kind of like Josh Allen with that crazy arm coming out of college. He wasn't that. Everyone wasn't really raving about the between the ears and everything. But when you go with raw talent like a guy like Pat Mahomes or Josh Allen, I think with a guy like Trey Lance, regardless if he was D2 or not, I think he could make a huge difference.
So,
But, I just want to spend a little last moment here.
Okay.
I don't think Justin Fields is the real deal. I think that he's the one read man, and I know a lot of people are saying like, nah, that's not a good way to evaluate him. Nah, man, you know. And I feel like he just plays a college style type player, and I think that my player comparison for him is Teddy Bridgewater, and we saw him get traded for a 6th-round pick. So that's where I'm at with that.
So ideally, is this a good analogy or a fair analogy? Is this draft kind of like a Lawrence equals a Cade Cunningham, and then it's everybody else?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you got guys like the Jalen Suggs or the Kumingas,
Yeah.
where they definitely have the potential to be there, and like they're going to be drafted early, right? Like like the Trey Lances, the Mac Jones, and things like that. But are they going to really pan out? It might take a few years down the line.
Okay, so you see Lawrence as a lock to be a superstar in the NFL?
I think so, and I think that Jacksonville isn't a bad place to start. I mean, they got weapons on offense, right? Everybody was raving about what Chenault was able to do at the end of the season. I think that their defense isn't horrible, so. I mean, I would much rather be in Jacksonville than the Jets. I don't see them doing anything with Zach Wilson, in my opinion.
Or Meyer out there now, too.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so Javi, do you feel like this is like a one-player draft?
No.
No?
No. This is nothing like the 2021 NBA draft. Zach Wilson, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, put some respect on that man's name. Trey Lance. Devontae Smith, we can keep going. Waddle.
I was referring to like the quarterbacks because there's gonna be a lot of
the top 4 quarterbacks. Okay, let's see. Trevor Lawrence, 2-time. He won at least 1 championship. He went to, if not 2, I know he went to 3 NCAA. Excuse me. He went to every year he was in college. He went to 3 NCAA college football playoffs. Zach Wilson, great statistical year. Played exceptional with his time at BYU as a second-year starter. I'm not convinced he's the second-best quarterback, but he's still in the top 4. Justin Fields, 2-time Conference Player of the Year at Ohio State University, and went to the NCAA playoff. Killed Clemson, 6 touchdowns in that game. Put some respect on that man's name. And Trey Lance, 28 touchdowns, no picks as a starter, and was undefeated. And he's 6'4", 225-pound phenom that people seem to forget. Mac Jones looks like he hasn't lifted a weight in his whole entirety of his football career. And he doesn't know how to drink and get an Uber or a Lyft to go home responsibly. He likes to, presumably think that didn't happen, which we all know he did have, in fact, have a DUI charge that people tend to conveniently forget. Whether that was in his past or not, if this was Justin Fields, if this was Trey Lance, people will be putting that.
Facts.
Well, if he had a DUI, that'd be the first thing to talk about every time on ESPN, NFL Network, any college radio station talking about these prospects, any NFL radio station talking about these prospects. But in the day, if Mac Jones, who's a second-round talent come December, gets moved from that to the 3rd overall pick, I'm telling you, a diehard Niner fan, John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan, like we're dealing with in Sacramento, except the GM has already been replaced, will not be part of the organization after the 2022-2023 NFL season is over. Not this season, but at the end of next season, they will no longer – I'm telling you, you cannot sit there and tell me that Mac Jones is worth trading 3 first-round picks for. I don't care how good he played at Alabama. Yeah. He had an NFL-made roster that essentially the disparity in how well their skill position players and team is compared to other NCAA teams is far and away bigger than what the NFL's version of how far the Niners' skill position is compared to other teams in the NFL in that division. They're way closer in regards to the talent level and the gap. The Niners aren't going to have the best offensive line and the best wide receiver core and the best running back in the NFC, not even the NFC West, and think Mac Jones is going to come and plug and play. And Mac Jones is going to be okay. They're going to go 8-9 because he only playing 17 games now. They're going to go 9-8. And then I'm like, wait.
So real quick, Javi. Question from Isaac Perez to Javi. Said, ask Javi what do you think of Lance's short experience in college? That doesn't concern him?
Well, that's funny you say that because him and Mac Jones have the same amount of starts. So ask him that. Because both of them have 17 career starts. So
tell him.
What part of Trey Lance's resume is shorter than University of Alabama's Mac Jones, who has 17 career starts as well? And last I checked, Trey Lance is throwing to Tom, Dick, and Harry at North Dakota State University and still had no interceptions at 28 touchdowns. And he had 1,000 yards rushing. And he's 6'4", 226 pounds, and throws the ball like he's Zeus's son. So,
yeah. And he's the most handsomest quarterback in the draft.
Uh-oh.
Paul, we're not going there, but anyway, we're having facts now, you know what I'm saying?
I was just trying to add on, you feel me?
Javi's just a hater.
Hating on who?
Cause to Ty, he's handsome. There ain't nothing wrong with that. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
You're right. I didn't say there was wrong with it.
That goes into the factory, you know, endorsement deals and stuff like that.
I'm talking ball. I ain't talking about the logistics.
You know, those players got the swag to them these days.
I hear you.
Oh man! All right, y'all. We've had an entertaining show. So, do we all agree that the Niners are going to draft Mac Jones tomorrow?
Unfortunately, I know they are, and if they aren't, I will be the first one to say I'm wrong, and I'll be glad I'm wrong because I hope my intel is incorrect. Because if they draft Mac Jones, they're going to riot in the Bay. I promise you, fans are going to say, Shanahan, the words we want for you, we can't say on air, but you know how we feeling. You feel me? So that's where the fans are in my circles. In my inner circles, the fans are going to be livid if they take Mac Jones. I promise you, we're going to be in complete and utter outrage if that happens tomorrow.
I hope and pray we don't draft Mac Jones. I mean, I saw a report that Kyle Shanahan met Trey Lance's parents the other day, so I'm hoping and praying that it's Trey Lance tomorrow, but it's looking like Mac Jones.
Derek, go ahead. Final thoughts.
Hey, good luck to you guys, all right? I think you guys are going to – hey, I'll see you guys. Hey, I'll see a classic Giants 49ers showdown, all right? Because, hey, you guys are going to do good this year, okay? I have confidence in him and the Giants too, so I'll see you guys in the playoffs.
Kings fans, remember this. Remember the feeling you had when the Kings passed on Luka.
I knew this, though. 2 days before the draft, I was one of the few who knew that the Kings were drafting Bagley because he liked it there and because he worked out for them.
Yeah, and like I'm saying, remember that feeling you had when they passed on Luka for Marvin. That's the feeling that our fans are going to have tomorrow when the when the 49ers pass on Trey Lance or Justin Fields for Mac.
Wait. That's to me that's blasphemy, Javi, because I don't think Trey is not Luka. Stop it.
I'm talking about the upside that you're letting walk out the door.
We knew Luka was guaranteed. Is Trey guaranteed?
Trey's more guaranteed than Mac Jones.
Ooh.
Period.
Oh.
You know what you're getting with Mac Jones, all right? Trey Lance, who knows?
Trey Lance, Patrick Mahomes 2.0. Stop playing with me.
Mac Jones really about that action. You know what I'm saying? People gonna see what the irony of it is watch him go to a team in the same conference and just shred the Niners, and I'm gonna say, told you so. Period.
All right, y'all. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this special edition of a pre-NFL draft podcast / 5 minutes of the Kings losing by 50 podcast as well. Thank you guys so much, and on behalf of the entire CK family, we'll see you guys very, very soon. Peace.